Welcome to your introduction to the DP Chemistry SL class at Campus International High School. This video is going to introduce you to the class as well as the summer assignment. If you haven't already, sign into the Google Classroom with the code here, HZMABUY, so you can take a look at some of the resources available to you while you work on your summer assignment. I want to start off with just recognizing what is the purpose of this video. The goal, again, is to introduce you to the DP Chemistry course and your summer assignment. And I start off with the question, what is a chemical? A chemical, at the end of the day, is any substance consisting of matter. At the end of the day, that's kind of a cop-out though, right? Because that's really anything and everything. So I want us to talk about why we should study chemistry and maybe get a little bit less vague than it's everything and it's everywhere. So we're going to introduce the class real quick. We're going to talk about the summer project, and then we'll get into just what is the bottom line, how are we graded on this, and what are the resources we have available right now. So to start off pragmatically, we are scientists after all. Why should we study chemistry? Certainly there are countless careers that are available to you if you have a background in chemistry. A quick look at the ACS website groups them into careers in the industry or working for the government. Certainly jobs in academia like my own, and positions for nonprofits, or even just those in entrepreneurial pursuits. These things can be like toxicology or material science, or they can just be a foundation for further study. If you are interested in going into things like pharmaceuticals or medicine, having a background in chemistry can be a great aid to help you get started. Now, if I can be a little bit less pragmatic, I also would argue that there is value in just understanding the world. There's value in knowledge and trying to figure out how things work. I love the quote, we were meant to explore this earth like children do, unhindered by fear, propelled by curiosity, right? Getting to this sort of idea of what is going on and why does it happen that way. Just recently, we found a solution to this puzzle that had confused scientists for over 120 years. Why does this particular substance have 3 different melting points? We knew that we hadn't discovered, or we knew that we didn't need to rewrite the laws of thermodynamics. We just knew there was something going on we didn't understand. And just recently, in the last year, they figured out why that is happening, and it's revealed a new chemical phenomenon that furthers our understanding of the world around us. The link here, of course, will take you to that article if you're interested in reading more. So, chemistry is the scientific discipline that attempts to draw that which we cannot see, describe that which we cannot feel, and understand that which is no simple matter, pun intended. And of course, to try and apply all of that newfound knowledge to making the world a better place. So how and why do things happen on the scale that's smaller than we can see? Our course follows or uses the Chemistry SL book published by Oxford. We will use it as a resource material. Certainly, we're not going to follow it just page per page, cover to cover. But this is one of the best resources out there, and to highlight some of the things we're going to be looking at, you, I'm sure, have some studies already in acids and bases and have an idea of what's going on there. I'm sure you have learned about the parts of the atom before, but we're going to dig deeper in these and explore new topics as we look at kinetics and equilibrium and even a brief introduction to organic chemistry. Your junior year at Campus International High School is going to be an incredible jump up in both the pacing and rigor of the classes. All of your classes are college level, and this one in particular will be completed in 1 year. That means we have to move through some very difficult material in a very fast pace. You will find that there is a lot more independence as you get older in this school, but that also will require you to be much more responsible for yourself. Definitely consider Toni Morrison's idea here in terms of this is both incredible freedom and should be exciting, but it also means the responsibility is more on you. The onus is on you. You can do this. I want to make it clear, I'm here to help you, and all of your science teachers are here to help you. And we are here to act as guides and support you as you go through these challenges. So, getting started on your summer chemistry assignment. Your IA, or internal assessment, is a research project that you get to design. Again, that means you're responsible for it. I'm here to help, but I can't write the procedures for you. You get to investigate the chemistry behind something that interests you. I hope this is good news. And the end goal, right, the purpose of this project in my mind is that you get to learn more about the world around you and the world that applies to you. So if you're not interested at all in music, you don't have to study the chemistry behind a musical instrument. But if you are, you can. This project has several steps, and you do want to break it apart and take it one piece at a time. The first thing you're going to be doing is picking a topic of your choice. And if you look at the summer assignment, which we'll talk about briefly, that's the first step. You're going to be composing a research question and about that topic and designing your own approach to that research question, your own methods and your own procedures. You're then going to conduct experiments and analyze your data and compose a final lab report that you will submit that generally ranges from about 6 to 12 pages. I know that sounds like a lot right now, but most students actually find it's hard to keep it that short, and they find themselves sort of coming up against that word limit, especially because this is a project you're going to be working on and researching for the next 6 to 8 months. To be clear, this project is worth 25% of your overall grade with the IB. I want to clarify that for most juniors, the reflection that they shared with us at the end of this year was they wish they had started earlier, and they wish they had followed through with some of those small deadlines that we will give to you throughout the months of August, September, October, November, etc. This is an enormous project. However, you have plenty of time. And if you do follow through with those smaller chunks and celebrate those baby steps that you take, you'll find that the process is not that difficult and it does not need to be overwhelming. If you haven't already, please sign in at this point to the Google Classroom for DP Chemistry. The first assignment is there, and it is on. It is called assignment IA1 or IA01. It contains a variety of resources for you, including the template that I want you to fill out for your summer project. The blank template has a variety of questions as well as instructions on it, but it will also ask you to explore some of the resources in the Google Classroom already, such as examples of chemistry IA topics supplied by IB. So one of the most difficult steps is just getting started, overcoming that initial inertia that you have to in order to gain some momentum. Mini chemistry lesson there for you. How do I pick a topic? I recommend you ask yourself one or both of these questions. What am I interested in already? What do you like to do for fun? Or what am I curious about? What do you want to learn more about? You might be interested in the environment and trying to figure out how do you make the water available to us, or just the waterways in Cleveland, healthier. You might be interested in makeup or fashion and studying the impacts of those things on clothing or on human health. We had a student recently take their project on 3D printing to NEOSIF, the state science fair. You certainly can study the chemistry behind any of a variety of holiday events. There's a lot going on when you cook as a family or when you talk about family recipes. And certainly, if you're interested in fields of medicine or forensics, we can pretty easily partner and partner with CSU or even Case Western, and you can work in their labs and form partnerships with professors there who can provide a lot more resources to you if you're interested in pursuing those careers or those research topics. So at this point, you may have some questions about how to get started, or you may have already tried getting started and you're not sure how to continue. The best way to reach out over the summer is via Google Classroom. You can certainly message me there through the assignment, or you can send me an email directly. You also should keep an ear to the ground for some optional Zoom sessions that we will be offering for just to have some office hours and offer some support for you guys if you run into hurdles. If you have not already, please fill out the end of the year survey assigned via your Google Class announcements that asks about your availability for when we're going to be scheduling those office hours. I do want to end with a strong recommendation that you do not put this off till the last week before school starts. Those Zoom sessions and my ability to help you and support you through the summer are reliant on you breaking this up into small steps and thinking about it in terms of spending an hour on it each week or something like that. Making a little bit of progress here and there will allow you to think about these things in your subconscious, have them running in the back of your brain, and then bring those questions that come to you to an office hours or to message me and give me time to get back to you over the summer month. So again, spending a little bit of time on this each week rather than trying to cram it all into the week right before school is highly advisable. And finally, I will leave you with an important note both in art and in science from Bob Ross. Remember that we don't make mistakes, we just make happy little accidents. I hope you have a wonderful summer. Thank you for your time and energy on this project, and I look forward to chatting with you as we work on this together.